Have you ever been rejected? How did it feel? Now, what if I told you that you weren't actually rejected, but instead redirected? Rejection. It's a word that resonates with all of us, doesn't it? That chilling feeling of not being good enough, of not meeting the mark. It's a universal experience, one that can leave us feeling crushed, disheartened, and even questioning our own worth. But let's take a moment to reconsider this concept. Imagine if we reframed our perspective and saw rejection not as a closed door, but as a redirection, a nudge towards something better, something that's truly meant for us. Sounds empowering, doesn't it? Let's dive a bit deeper. Think of life as a journey. You're the driver and you have a destination in mind. Now imagine you're driving along and you come across a roadblock. There's no way to move forward on the path you're on. You're faced with two choices: turn back or find another route. Rejection is that roadblock. It's the universe's way of saying this isn't your path. But here's the beauty of it. A roadblock doesn't mean the end of your journey. It's merely a detour, a redirection. It's an opportunity to explore new routes, to discover uncharted territories, to experience the thrill of the unknown. It's a chance for growth, for self-improvement, for resilience. So the next time you face rejection, remember this. It's not a comment on your worth or your abilities. It's not a sign that you're not good enough. It's merely a redirection, a sign that there's something else out there for you, something better. It's a chance to take a different path, to explore new opportunities, to grow and to evolve. In the grand scheme of things, rejection is not a negative experience. It's a stepping stone to something greater, a catalyst for change, a push towards your true destiny. Rejection is not a dead end. It's a detour to a path you might never have discovered. Let me share with you some inspiring stories of famous people who faced rejection before finding success. First up is Walt Disney. Yes, the man behind the most magical place on earth was once told he lacked creativity. Early in his career, Walt was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination and having no original ideas. But did Walt let this rejection stop him? No, he didn't. Instead, he channeled his creative energy into a new venture, a little project known as Disneyland. His early career rejection was a redirection towards his true calling, creating a world of imagination for generations to enjoy. Next, we have the story of J.K. Rowling, the woman who gave us the magical world of Harry Potter. Before she became one of the best-selling authors in history, Rowling faced numerous rejections. Believe it or not, the first Harry Potter book was rejected by 12 publishing houses, yet Rowling didn't let these rejections deter her. She persevered, and when the book finally found a publisher, it quickly became a worldwide phenomenon. These early rejections didn't define Rowling. Instead, they redirected her path, leading her to a publisher who truly believed in her work. And then we have Oprah Winfrey, a name synonymous with success. But her path to success was not a smooth one. Early in her career, she was fired from her job as a television reporter because she was unfit for TV. But Oprah didn't let this rejection stop her. Instead, she found a new direction, one that led her to become one of the most influential women in the world. Today, she is a media mogul, philanthropist, and a beacon of hope and inspiration for millions. Let's not forget about Steven Spielberg, one of the most successful and influential filmmakers in the history of cinema. However, this didn't come easy. Spielberg was rejected from the University of Southern California's School of Cinematic Arts, not once but twice. But Spielberg didn't let these rejections stop him. Instead, he created his own path and went on to make some of the biggest blockbusters in Hollywood. And lastly, there's Thomas Edison, the man who gave us the electric light bulb, among many other inventions. But before his success, Edison faced thousands of failed attempts and rejections. He was even told by his teachers that he was too stupid to learn anything. But Edison saw each failure not as a rejection, but as a redirection towards the correct solution. Each of these individuals faced rejection, but instead of allowing it to define them, they used it as a compass to redirect their efforts. So, how do we turn rejection into redirection? Well, the first step is embracing rejection. Yes, you heard that right. Embrace rejection. It's not about celebrating failure, but rather acknowledging that it's a critical part of the journey. It's a teacher, not a terminator. It's a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. Rejection can be a powerful tool for self-improvement. It forces us to take a step back, reassess our approach, and come up with a new game plan. It's an opportunity to learn, grow, and become stronger. Think of it this way: every no brings you one step closer to a yes. Every rejection is simply a redirection towards a path that's better suited for you, towards opportunities that align more closely with your purpose. And so, the The next time you face rejection, don't let it break you. Instead, use it to fuel your journey towards success. Remember, when you face rejection, you're just one step away from a new direction. Redirection is powerful. It opens doors you never knew existed. Just think about it. The path you were on seemed so sure, so certain, but suddenly a twist of fate, a rejection, and you're thrust onto a new course. It seems daunting at first, doesn't it? But that's where the magic happens. Redirection isn't about turning you away, it's about steering you towards something greater, something more fitting. It's like being swept up by a current in a river. You might struggle, fight against it, but once you let go, you're carried to places you couldn't have reached on your own. That's the power of redirection. It's an opportunity to explore new horizons, to discover new strengths, to redefine your purpose. It's a chance to grow, to evolve, to become more than you ever thought possible. So the next time you face rejection, smile. You're not being pushed away, you're being redirected to something better.